action. Okay, what to do about gut health? We all have experienced some upset stomach type symptoms from time to time. I don't get into too much graphic detail. By the way, this is not medical advice. I'm not a medical practitioner, so seek your doctor's advice before you make changes to your diet, nutrition, or training or lifestyle in any respect. This is not advice of any type. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. So, digestive tract. Okay, so that is how we take nutrients into our body in the first place. There are things coming into your body that you don't want in your body. So your body is set up to eliminate those things as waste. The problem comes a lot of times when we eat things that have inflammatory properties that can even tear little holes in the gut lining and allow things to get through that we don't want to get through. That's the root of autoimmune disorders, where your healthy cells start attacking themselves as if they were foreign invaders. So we definitely don't want that. But, aside from just digestive distress, the gut lining, the probiotic or the microflora plays a huge role in immune health. Okay, a lot of our immune activity takes place in the digestive tract. Scientists have discovered brain cells, believe it or not, neurons that line the digestive tract. So that idea of having that gut feeling or butterflies in your stomach, that's a true phenomenon, because the gut is often referred to as our second brain. So we have upper brain, lower brain that are communicating with each other. Your digestive tract is attached to all the nerves throughout your body. So that has a lot to do with how you feel. And when we are upset emotionally, sometimes that can disrupt the balance in the digestive tract and cause you to have symptoms, without getting too graphic, constipation or diarrhea, for example. Peristalsis is this rhythm which should be taking place all the time, just like waves at the ocean. Peristalsis moves materials through your digestive tract until they get to the colon and can be eliminated. Now, if that gets disrupted for any reason, you can have some of these symptoms. So number one step is to restore the balance of good bacteria, known as probacteria or beneficial bacteria, that are supposed to be there. Not all bacteria is harmful. Some bacteria has a purpose. As a matter of fact, the number of bacteria that we have in our body outnumbers our cells by trillions, believe it or not. So we are mostly bacteria. Perfect example, a high quality probiotic. For example, we have the doctor formulated line from Garden of Life. That's a brand that I like and trust, that you can get at your local vitamin shop. If you'd like to save 20% on that, you can use the link in my bio to direct.me/reshape and become a client. So you can save 20% on all your vitamin shop purchases. If you're not having severe problems, a lower formula like a 30 billion CFU, or colony forming units, that's how the potency is measured. If you're having distress, a higher potency like a 90 billion, for example, to go ahead and get that microflora restored. If you have taken antibiotics for any reason, you definitely should take probiotics along with it, or following your course of antibiotic. Antibiotics are what I call indiscriminate killers. They destroy all the bacteria, the good and the bad. And if we don't have enough good bacteria and bad bacteria moves in, it can take over. So we want to have the good bacteria to fight off the bad bacteria, get your microflora balanced up where it needs to be. Fermented foods like probiotics, with like yogurt or kimchi or sauerkraut or that sort of thing, can provide some bacteria if you're already in a pretty good place. But like I said, if you have a really low count of bacteria for any reason, it's called dysbiosis. That's too much bad bacteria, not enough good bacteria. Go ahead and replenish that as quick as possible. You have to use something, a higher potency, to get that back up. And then you can use the fermented foods as just sort of a maintenance to keep your levels where they should be after you have restored them. The next thing is some type of fiber. You want that to move waste through your body effectively, but also to have a substrate for the bacteria to feed on. It's called probiotic. Prebiotic fiber feeds the probiotic bacteria. So those fibers have to ferment something to make food out of it so that they can multiply and thrive. Give them a fiber so that that happens more effectively, and you'll be happy because of that. All right. Digestive enzymes. An enzyme is a specialized protein that reduces the amount of energy needed to start a chemical reaction. That's what digestion is. It's a very carefully orchestrated chemical breakdown, decomposing basically of food in our digestive tract. In order to help that happen more efficiently, supply yourself with an enzyme that will help break down certain substrates. Every type of enzyme works on a different substrate. So there are amylase, for example, they break down your carbohydrates. There's lipase, those are enzymes that break down fats. There's protease, those are enzymes that break down proteins. So each special type, if you get a spectrum like this one, this is Digest Spectrum from Enzymedica, that has a little bit of everything. So whatever you eat, it's going to help accelerate the breakdown of anything and everything requiring less energy from your body to do so. You would be amazed at how much energy every day is being wasted on digestion. By taking a digestive enzyme, that can actually free you up with more energy to do other things that may be currently limited or kind of siphoned off, if you will, by being diverted towards digestion. So that's one benefit. Also, you're just going to digest the food more effectively and assimilate it better. When your enzymes break something down, when you eat something, the enzyme production starts in the mouth. Okay, if you eat carbohydrate, for example, your saliva secretes amylase to start breaking down that carbohydrate as soon as it enters your body. So if we don't have enough enzymes, if we're deficient in certain enzymes, which would be the case of someone that has lactose intolerance, for example, they're not making enough lactase to break down the milk sugar, the lactose, you can have digestive problems. So again, supplementing with enzymes would help you. In the natural world, plant foods contain enzymes. So if we eat some vegetables along with our protein foods, that's going to help us to digest them. Papaya, pineapple, for example, those are enzymes you may have heard of, papain and bromelain. Those can also have an effect on your entire system. When you take digestive enzymes on an empty stomach or between meals, they act as systemic enzymes. Since there's no food for them to break down, they go searching for things in your body to break down, like rogue protein, tumors, any kind of defective cells, so-called zombie cells that are happening in your body. You may have heard of intermittent fasting and what is known as I'll think of the term in a second. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank here. It helps accelerate this cell turnover, cell breakdown. It's a process that your body uses to rid itself of defective cells. Enzymes can help that. Autophagy. Sorry, I was searching for the word. It helps to make that happen more efficiently. Now, if you have stomach upset or any type of digestive distress, some aloe vera is always good for that. It's very soothing for the digestive tract. You're probably familiar with aloe vera, as you would use this topically for sunburn or if you burn yourself. That's been around since ancient Egypt. Everyone knows about having a little aloe vera cactus plant in your house that you can open, put a little gel on a burn, and it helps accelerate the healing. The ancient Egyptians knew that. So we've known about the benefits of aloe for thousands of years. It turns out that the cells that line your digestive tract are the same type of cells that are on your skin. So basically, your inner lining of your digestive tract, it has skin on the inside. Okay, so when you take aloe internally, it has that calming, healing effect on the skin cells inside your body, just as it would if you used it topically. So that can also soothe and helps things to move through easier. It's good for all types of digestive problems. Last but not least, throw in a little glutamine. Glutamine is an amino acid. There are 20 amino acids in all that make up a complete protein molecule. This one in particular has a lot to do with cell regeneration. Certain cells in your body, the epithelial cells, the one I was talking about earlier that are similar to skin cells, those are rapidly multiplying cells. So they die off and they replenish very quickly. If you have taken cancer treatments and you used chemotherapy, for example, that kills all of the rapidly multiplying cells in your body, which includes hair cells. That's why people's hair falls out when they take chemotherapy. That's why they get nauseous, because those epithelial cells are rapidly multiplying cells, just like cancer cells, so it kills them as well. To help repair and rebuild those, use some glutamine. You can also find glutamine in food sources like cottage cheese, for example. That's a food that's very high in glutamine. Or you can supplement it in powder form. A scoop of that along with the rest of your digestive health protocol here, and you've got a complete solution for any type of digestive disorder that could ever possibly come your way. So thanks for your questions. Keep those coming. I'll do more of these videos in the future. And until next time, stay strong and enjoy the journey.